Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're technically back with another Total War Warhammer video. There is quite a bit to discuss here. So recently we've seen the announcement of Total War Battles Warhammer, which understandably put a lot of people into a frenzy. I understand why, as it was right out of the blue. Nobody really expected something like this, not even myself. We also don't have a lot of information made available to the public, barring what we see on screen right now, which is their official trailer, and, well, just a little intro on their website. The intro goes as follows. Welcome to the world of Total War Battles Warhammer, the first Warhammer mobile game with RTS gameplay, recreating the world of Warhammer Fantasy with 1000-unit battles. Outsmart your enemies, and write your own Warhammer epic in Total War Battles Warhammer. Of course, that's all we know at the moment, and then there's a small Q&A. There's not a lot of information here, it just says that it's developed by NetEase, and it is officially licensed by Creative Assembly and Games Workshop, and states that the game is a tactical war simulation mobile game from micro-unit management in battle to macro mediation between players and factions. Your empire requires your wits and strategies to stand its ground against the scheming Skaven and against the threat from rival factions. The game itself is under development, and they plan to host a closed beta soon, with the game being available for Android and iOS platforms. Okay, cool. Now let's discuss a few things first, yeah? An important thing to discuss is that this is not Total War Warhammer 3. It's a separate entity developed by a separate company. I'm imagining that Games Workshop, who have been stated in their financial years that they want to start moving towards China, as obviously there is a big market there, they want to take advantage of the success of Total War Warhammer and obviously try and create a mobile game, as it seems that mobile gaming is quite popular there. I'm not 100% sure regarding the popularity of mobile gaming around China, as I myself am not into mobile gaming. So if this is indeed correct, then it makes sense to make a mobile game in regards to Warhammer. And obviously, with Total War Warhammer being one of, if not the most successful Warhammer video game series, well, they want to milk it, don't they? I guess this is a smart business move. I mean, in my honest opinion, just confirm Cafe for Total War Warhammer 3, and obviously for Warhammer the Old World when it eventually releases. We know that Creative Assembly themselves opened up to a rather large market with the release of Total War Three Kingdoms. But hey, that's just me, and let's move on. Okay, so why is everyone so up in arms? And that could be simply attributed to one clip.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Yes, the company developing Total War Battles Warhammer is that company which was announced to be developing Diablo Immortal. Now, I understand the fear players may have, but I feel like this video had to be made so we can discuss this further. NetEase is developing Total War Battles Warhammer, yes, and they are the developers for Diablo Immortal. But there is a stark difference between Total War Warhammer and the Diablo series by Blizzard. Firstly, Diablo Immortal was confirmed to be the next title for the Diablo series, because adding to Blizzard's most recent strings of mistakes, that's just been one of many. Rather than a new Diablo game that is a fully fledged new game, as in Diablo 4, which funny enough was eventually announced, obviously due to the massive backlash, Total War Battles Warhammer will not be the next major title for the Total War Warhammer series. That was confirmed via a blog post that very same day on the Total War website, which goes as follows. While the third part of the Total War Warhammer trilogy continues to be our next major release at CA, it's fantastic to be able to work with expert partners to add a further experience for new platforms and players. Bringing our fantasy epic to millions of mobile players is another important step towards offering a full Total War experience for every kind of strategy fan. So with that, it can put a lot of people's fears to rest. Total War Warhammer 3 is the next big Total War title. We're expecting it at this point for 2021, considering that CA normally release a full title every year. So those who were worried about this being the next title don't have to be anymore. And yes, I did see people having some genuine concerns, because, well, a lot of people don't read the CA blog posts. Admittedly, I only really have done so after I started associating myself with CA, so maybe something like this would have probably scared me too. But hopefully this puts people's fear to rest. Now let's talk about the mobile game itself. Well, there's not really much known. However, every day they do release some sort of information on their own Discord, which I'm a part of myself, as I'm kinda curious. But that being said again, it's a mobile game. I'm curious to see what it's like. The art style looks like a stripped down version of Total War Warhammer, and I just kinda wanna see how it progresses, maybe even try it out. But that's only because I am a Warhammer fan, so I tend to try out at least every Warhammer game. And yeah, it might be interesting, I'm not 100% sure, we still don't know exactly how this game is going to play. It could be a game which would be interesting, or it could end up as one of those pay-to-win games. I'll give some more information in terms of videos as soon as I know stuff. But I don't know if this is going to be any form of extra content for the channel. It's more just checking it out more than anything, and even then, it's something that doesn't really interest me too much if I can be completely honest. As I said before, mobile games have always been a weird thing for me. If anything, all I can say is that there is a positive note regarding the fact that it's another Warhammer Fantasy game, as obviously Games Workshop are aware that Warhammer Fantasy is seeing a revival in popularity, so they'd want to milk it, which has been proven with the amount of DLC that we're getting for Total War Warhammer. But what do you guys think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. I know that some people might jump into the dislike button, and it's completely understandable, but let's try to have a proper conversation regarding this rather than just throwing out some rage. It's important that we sit down and discuss. At the end of the day, we are aware that Games Workshop do view YouTubers' videos, and obviously they would probably be watching this type of stuff too. So in my opinion, it's important, if we want to give constructive criticism, that we do it in a right way instead of just flaming it. Maybe that's just me, and yes, I do understand that Games Workshop themselves do have their own way of thinking, but maybe this might be a good way to do so. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games, where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our fame level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our king level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.